Hey guys, Johnny from Ignite here. Welcome to the third edition of our video on the context of Metropolis. We're going to finish this three-part series strong. Hope there's a lot of useful insights that you can use in your essays. If you have any questions, please leave comments. Otherwise, if you are interested in more extensive resources on Metropolis and any other HSC English text, check out our platform at ignitehsc.com.au. All right, enjoy the video. Okay, a couple of other things. Lang actually went to New York in 1924, and that actually was a lot of the inspiration for this futuristic world that he projects in the film. It is a futuristic film, and a lot of the images actually come from what he saw during a trip to New York. So he went to New York in 24, and he said this. He said, "The building seemed like a vertical curtain, shimmering and very light, distracting and hypnotizing." Really pay attention to those words, distracting. It looks very nice on the surface, but what's beneath? It was only at night that the city gave the impression that it was alive in the way that illusions are alive. So there's this illusory nature to what he's seen, and he's on it. He thinks, wow, everything looks so grand. Manhattan, New York City, lots of skyscrapers. It's all very enticing to the eye when you just look at it superficially. But when you actually look beyond it, what you're going to notice is that what is funding that? What is fueling, rather, that production? What is fueling that capitalistic representation? And a lot of the time it's very oppressive working conditions, and it's a mindset that people should work at any cost. They should work relentless hours. They shouldn't be paid the right amount because we just want to maximize profits and make our city look really grand. But Lang was onto it. He thought there was something deceptive about it, and he said, I knew I had to make a film about all these impressions. Okay, so we have an attitude towards modernity that is ambivalent. There's something that says, wow, it looks great, we can build a great city, but modernity also says, what's happening to the working man? What is happening to our people? They're being dehumanized, they're being exposed to very perverse working conditions, and that's a huge issue. Rationalization actually was the idea that we should have productive efficiency at any cost. So when we're talking about Germany being industrialized very quickly, when we're talking about that idea, we're thinking, what's the cost of that? If you're going to make people work really hard, we're probably going to be dehumanizing them. And at the time that rationalization was occurring, this idea that people are working really hard in the factories, Taylorist methods were being used. So Frederick Taylor was this American engineer, and he promoted these things called time and motion techniques. And the techniques really played into this idea that people should just work relentlessly. It doesn't matter about how humane the conditions are. And obviously that presents huge issues that Lang is going to explore in the film. The last thing to note that if you look at these images here, the last thing to note is if you look at these images here, we have this Marxist imagery in this bottom picture, which is a screenshot, a snapshot of the film. And you actually see that all the workers here are so connected to the machine. They're like appendages or extensions of the machine, and they're actually moving in this kind of cadenced way where their body is really intrinsically connected to the machine. So that's a very Marxist idea that man becomes the machine and loses their humanity, their autonomy, their agency. And the top image here, you might remember, is the 10-hour clock. And that actually speaks to another contextual concern, because part of the agreement after World War I was that people shouldn't work longer than an 8-hour workday. One of the great things that came after World War I was this idea that people should only work an 8-hour working day. And yet there was this push that was coming as we became more obsessed with rationalization and needing to produce everything and get the economy back on track, that said, no, we're going to work a 10-hour working day. So those pressures are being reflected quite directly in the film through this symbol of the clock. Okay, so the last thing to leave you on, we have an ideologically confused Germany. People have called this film an ideological film without ideology. It's exploring so many different types of ideologies. What do I mean by ideology? I mean views that technology is great, we should keep industrializing and making the economy bigger, we love capitalism, we want to keep producing so the economy is back on track. But at what cost? It's dehumanizing. People are losing their humanity by actually participating in these capitalist structures, in this industrialization. So a lot of ideologies are explored in the film, but what you'll notice is that Lang doesn't seem to project too much of his own view on it. He doesn't seem to have a political agenda. He just wants to say, here's a film that is capturing these ambivalent or conflicting attitudes towards technology and towards the way that Germany is actually modernizing as a country. Okay, a lot to take in there. Please rewatch this if you really want to absorb all the content. But otherwise, please like, subscribe, comment if you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. If you do like the content, subscribe to our channel and we'll have more videos coming your way.
That's right, guys. Thanks for watching. And please make sure you check out our online resource database. We've had a team of state rank achievers and heads of English put these together for you, covering everything from essay structures and examples all the way through to craft of writing and comprehension skills. So check them out at ignitehse.com.au, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.